stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off.
No deal. No deal. No deal. No deal.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Disrespect. I owe that nigga. Hell no. I'm not losing this, man. I owe that nigga. I owe King of Memphis. No deal. I owe King of Memphis, bro. After that last playoff bullshit, oh, no, that shit still haunts me. No deal. I'm on your ass. Hey, Ironhead, that's your brother, ain't it, Deuce? Ain't Ironhead your brother, Deuce?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Yeah, okay.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back.
No, I was asking you, yeah. Oh, no, I'm over here talking to your bro now, bro.
1st and 15. Now a give right side, Coleman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And then
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
I'm trying to catch you, bro. You was up on it, though. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't expect that dude. It's all good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Fournette, a first down carry. Finding some room at midfield. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brady now to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Check 43. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Brady going to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
And he's got this down to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They will run again with Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Wilson.
That is caught by Mims.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This is Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Let's go deep. Mike 6.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Rosa's kick is good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
This is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 6. Time to go, 9-9.
Wilson. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A shotgun give to Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. Down to the 25. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Brady to throw. To Evans on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Brady going to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Handoff, Coleman, right side.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching showed